Today we'll be solving quadratic equations by factoring. So we spent the entire previous objective factoring quadratic equations, and now we're going to use that to solve them. So we're going to be applying the zero product rule. If a times b equals 0, then either a equals 0 or b equals 0. So all we're saying is that if you multiply two things and the answer is 0, you can assume one or the other is 0. And that's the rule we're going to use to solve these. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is rearrange to standard form. We need the original problem to equal 0. So we'll subtract 4x. And that gives us 0 on the right side, and x squared minus 8x on the left. So when we have a binomial, we just need to factor out the common factor, which is x. And we end up with x minus 8 inside the parentheses. So once it's fully factored, we're going to set each factor to 0 and solve it. So in this case, we have x as one factor and x minus 8 is the other factor. They're being multiplied. So we know that based on the zero product rule, if either one of those, or let me rephrase that, if when we multiply those they equal 0, then one or the other must equal 0. So we're going to make those assumptions and then solve for x. So let's take each factor and make them equal to 0. So x equals 0. And x minus 8 equals 0. So the left side already says that x equals 0, so that is done. And now we solve for x on the right side here. So x equals 8. So you're going to get two answers, x equals 0 and x equals 8. Let's do a trinomial where we have to use the x puzzle. First step is to get this into standard form. We need the right side to equal 0. Okay, so now this is in standard form. I have a, b, and c. The x puzzle will have negative 15 on the top and negative 14 on the bottom. The solution to this would be negative 15 and positive 1. So if you need extra help on that, go back to the lesson on factoring quadratic trinomials. Now we factor by grouping. Again, I'm not going through this in detail because we did this in the previous lesson. So go back to factoring quadratic trinomials if you need help with that. So my fully factored quadratic is going to be x minus 3 times 5x plus 1. Remember, this equals 0. So either one of these two factors are going to equal 0. So either x minus 3 equals 0 or 5x plus 1 equals 0. So we will end up with two solutions. X equals 3 and x equals negative 1/5. So that's what you'll be doing in today's practice.